Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Elaine. Today we're going to do the flip through of my 2020 reading journal as it is at the moment, starting now in January. So it's obviously not completed because I'll be putting stuff into it throughout the year. So this is the way it is now at the beginning of the year, and then at the end I thought we would do a little journal with me where I do another section of it. So if you hate journal with me, so you can just ignore that bit at the end and just watch the flip through. So, okay, straight away I already have a coffee stain on it. I spilled a cup of coffee on it, and you can see it on the tabs as well. Yeah, start as you mean to continue. So this is the start of it. I really hope I'm in the frame. I can't even see the camera. This is the start of it. The book isn't secured into the cover yet because I'm just doing so much with it. I haven't secured it into the cover yet, and it's gonna go in a loose binding, not stitched through, because I can't do that with it. So I'm just gonna tie it around. So it'll always be a little bit loose, but it's fine. It'll be grand. So this is the cover, the title page, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So I just have book journal 2020, and I don't know why I didn't write reading journal. I don't know what possessed me to write book journal. And then I have a little quote, books are uniquely portable magic, which I think is from Stephen King. And then just some other stickers, some washi tape stickers that I got on Wish. And my husband always gives out to me for buying things from Wish, but that's where I got them. I don't know where to get stuff other than from Wish and Amazon, so there we go. Okay, so the first section is the same as before in 2019. It's my list of books, but there's way less headings this time. It was just too much in my 2019 one. It was just silly. So we just have title, series, author, format, pages / hours, ownership, like whether I own it or if I got it from the library or Scribd or Kindle Unlimited or what. And then the page that you can find it inside this journal. The only pages that will be numbered will be like the review section, but I'm actually thinking of doing that differently this year as well. It was just too much, I think, as well. Last year I found it really tiresome to like write out a review with a pen. It's much easier to type a review. So I think I'll just be a bit more select on the books that I write about. So there is enough for 115 books lined out in this section. This year 2019, I read 98 or 99 books. So yeah, that gives me plenty of space, I think. So I made these little tabs at the same time that I made the ones for my 2019 book, and I just used like real tabs as templates and cut them out of this handmade paper. So these are dividing my sections. So the first one then is reading goal, and I've done this the same way as my 2019 one, with these little frames to make up this like kind of wall. I made a mistake here. It looks so messy. I'll do something with it later. I don't know what to do. I might even just change them out. And then we just have this embellished a little bit. And I was going to write reading goal in here, but I just love this page so much as it is. I'm just gonna leave it. And then our next section is reading plans, which is TBRs. So this is our next one. And I will do more with this part at some point. I'll add probably a title page here saying reading plans or to be read plans or whatever. And I just added this little envelope that was like a full envelope, and I cut it in half and made a smaller one, and also made a pocket with it. So I just glued 3 sides down on the back of it, so it's also a pocket. And I have this little library card in it, and then inside the envelope I just have a little piece of paper, note paper, coffee stained I think, or tea stained, one of the other. So that is in there. I'll do more with this page at some point. I just don't have any ideas for it at the moment, and I'll probably add to it based on what actually goes into my TBRs. I'll add more to it then. So first then we have January. So this is the only TBR that I have written so far. So we have the embellished page with January 2020 written on it and just some stuff. And then the books I plan on reading, or the books I would like to read. I have no doubt in my mind that I will actually get to all of these. And then 3 readathons that I have picked books for. So Smuttathon is a readathon hosted by, I can't believe I've forgotten their names, Ginger reads Elaine and, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name and I can see her face. Is it Riley Marie? Anyway, I'll leave a link to the readathon down below. I think I'm not sure when I'm going to post this. I plan on posting this on Monday, so the readathon should still be going when I put this up. So you can still take part in it. There's a bingo board and stuff like that with a few reading prompts on it. I'm not going to bother with most of them because I couldn't read that many books in a week. So I've just picked out 2. And I wrote down the books that I intend to read for it. And then Fated Mates, which is a podcast that I listen to. It's a podcast, a romance podcast and a read-along of Cressley Cole's Immortals After Dark series. I think that they do a podcast every week, and one of them would be the series read-along about the book, and then the next week will be, they call them interstitials. So it's just about like the romance genre in general, and they talk about different books and different tropes and just stuff like that. So if you're a romance fan and if you're a Cressley Cole fan, it is a fantastic podcast. And actually Sarah McLean is one of the hosts, and she is a historical romance writer. So yeah, it's a really, really good podcast. And they are running a reading challenge for the first 6 months of the year. And it's just 1 book a month and 1 prompt each month. And so January's one is reread a novel that blooded you. So I've picked Blurred Lines by Lauren Lane for that one. It's like one of the first contemporary romances that I ever read. So I'll go in there if I get to it. Hopefully I will. And then I have my Romanceopoly role and the position I landed on and the book I plan on reading, which is the same one as Fated Mates. I like it when the books can work for more than one challenge. Makes things a bit easier. So yeah, January is obviously the only one I've done so far. What I'm thinking of doing is at the end of each month doing a kind of journal with me video where I do the wrap up for the previous month and then the TBR for the next month. I haven't really done any journal with me, so I thought it would be a fun idea, especially to see like how I go about all this messiness. So yeah, then I have each month set out with just the month on top, so the rest of that is blank at the moment. And then we have the wrap-ups, and I haven't finished this section yet. I'll put a title page there at some point, not sure what yet, but something will go in there. So the rest of this is empty at the moment. I was going to do like a graph section like I have in my 2019 journal, but I decided against it. So that's that. And then next is the section for reading challenges, which is new. I didn't do this before, but I do so many reading challenges, I decided to include some of them. I did have Romanceopoly in my book last year and I have it again in this one, but I decided to add some other ones. So first we have Benny's Bawdy Bingo Haul, which is a challenge on my vampire book obsession on Goodreads, or in Goodreads or whatever. So this is the group I'm in, and I mod in Goodreads, focuses mainly on urban fantasy, paranormal books, and this challenge is it's like a few like bingo cards with tasks and stuff like that assigned to them. I'll leave a link to the group and everything if you want to check it out. We have loads of challenges all year. We do monthly ones and 3 month, 6 month and annual challenges, and there's a lot there for you to check out. And like the group is mainly urban fantasy, but we don't limit to any genres because I like read multiple genres and I use them the whole time in the challenges, so there's no limit. It's just, you know, it's all fun, it's all about reading. So the first one, then I have the bingo cards that we're using printed out, and the way these work is like there's just 4 on these and there's 3 tasks per square. So in order to complete a square, you have to read 3 books. And I have the tasks written here and there, and then this flips over as well. And then this is the creature one, but this one is just 1 book per card or per square, just featuring one of those creatures, and that's right up there. And then for my tracking, and then the next one is potions, the potions board, and it's again 3 books per square, and I'll add a title there at some point, potions or something else, and then here's for my tracking, and that lifts up. So I'll add more there at some point. We might do that actually at the end of the video as well if I can come up with something. And then the last one is kind of more traditional kind of bingo board, the 5x5, and 1 book per square. Here I just have some decoration. It's just a bingo card because it's more traditional bingo. So I just popped that in there and I made that pocket. It's just some scrap left over from one of those envelopes that I made. Yeah, so that's there. And then this is for my tracking. I'll have line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5 up on it. Just have to finish kind of decorating the page. And I made these little cards from index cards. I just cut them down and curved the corners. And then we have the next challenge that I have in this, which is Romanceopoly. I have to say that I really loved the board and everything that the girls made for this challenge this year. The artwork that they have for it and everything is just really, really nice. It's gorgeous. And I wanted to print it this year to put it into my journal, but I don't have a printer, and I meant to print it when I was home for Christmas because my parents have a printer and I meant to do that, but I totally forgot about it. And I could print it in the library, but then I have to go to the library and I just didn't feel like it. So I decided that I would make my own one again, but I wanted to do something different to what I had done last year, which was like a traditional kind of board. So I went something totally different. And on this page, it's just the title page for it, so it says Romanceopoly, and I have this space here that I will add whatever to throughout the year based on what I've been reading for the challenge. And here I have just a condensed version of the rules for the challenge. So what I came up with for my board, because it's a romance reading challenge, I was thinking about things to do with romance, and I was thinking about basing it on love letters. So I came up with these little tiny envelopes, and I used a graphic of a letter. I actually don't even know what the letter says. I think it's even in French. From the Graphics Fairy, I got that, and I printed that when I was in Glenmore. I just completely forgot to print the board. I made these little tiny envelopes, which this I think would be a really good idea for an advent calendar as well. If you were going to do a reading advent calendar at some point, these would be a nice way to do that, and I'll show you at some point how to make these little envelopes. Really easy, quick little thing. I'll leave a link actually to the tutorial about where I learned how to do them, so you can learn how to do it there now. So I've done it like going this way and this way and this way. So you just go through it like that, and I've used this stamp to track where I am just with a paper clip, and I can lift it up like that still and see what space it is. So I've just written inside the little envelopes the names of the spaces like that. So after that, then I've just written down the names of the spaces, and then for the challenges, they have challenge cards that you can print that have the challenges written on for each square, and again, no printer, so I made my own ones. So I made these from index cards. These took me so long to make. I had like, it took me forever. But I enjoyed making them, so it's fine. It just took a while. My hand was kind of sore by the end of it from using the scissors and the puncher to curve the corners, but I enjoyed it. So for this year's Romanceopoly, they have 2 sets of tasks, so you can do the sun and the moon pack. Yeah, so yeah, you can do the board twice. You can go around once following the sun task, and then you can go around again following the moon tasks. So I have the sun tasks on one side and the moon tasks on the other side, and the name of the street just on the top. I don't expect to get around the board twice. I didn't even get close to finishing it in 2019, so I'm not expecting to go around it twice this year. So I've divided these up just based on how well they fit. There's there's about 10 cards in each envelope, and I made these little envelopes from just from larger envelopes and cutting them and then sticking them down and fitting the cards in. And then this spot here has the one that I'm currently on, the space I'm currently on, and the challenge assigned to it. So that just slots in there. Yeah, so that's that section. And then that is all that I have done for the book so far. I have to make my tracking section for Romanceopoly, and then I'm going to make a page for the Fated Mates reading challenge as well. So we've got loads of, that's a note from Stevie. We have got loads of space to work with, but I'm also thinking of adding sections to it as well. Like a junk journal, I can add more signatures if there's space and if I need it. I would like to add a series tracking section like what I had in my other book as well, but we'll see if I have room, if it's feasible. I still need to add the review section as well, where I'm going to talk about the books that I have read, but I'm condensing that down again this year because it was just too long in 2019. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So I think we will do the journal with me now, where we make up the tracking for Romanceopoly, and we might do some more decorating on this one. These two pages need a bit more, and yeah, that one does as well. They need a bit more. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for this. All I've thought about so far for the tracking is I made these smaller cards. It's just the size cut in half again, and for the tracking, just so I can write like the name of the street and then the book that I read, and then I can, on the other side, like I can have the sun and the moon on it again if I manage to go around it again, which I do not think I will. So I'll have them here, and we're just gonna have a think about how we're gonna do this. Well, it's about an hour later because I had to go get some glue sticks. I was out of glue sticks, so I had to go get them. And I also got some paper because I have a problem. So I got these papers, which I think are really nice, vintage floral papers. This one, really love that. Nice vintage photograph of roses, very nice. And then this one was on sale, so why not? It's a bit colourful for me, but I like the style. It's all stickers and little pieces of paper that you push out, and some writing, and some patterned papers. Again, a bit colourful for me, but I will use them in some way. I do like the watercolour kind of style to them, so we'll see what we'll use those for. Now, so what we're gonna do here now, what I'm gonna do first is put some a full sheet of paper here, probably some cardstock that's not too thick there, just to strengthen this page when it has all this stuck on it. They're a little bit heavy, they're not like heavy. Page is fine because it has this paper on it, but I just wanted to make it a little bit stronger. And then we will come up with something for these guys, something involving letters again, to stick with the writing and letter theme of the Romanceopoly. So I'm going to put on an audiobook, put on music for you, and just work away. So I'm currently listening to Poison Princess by Cressley Cole, which is the first book in her Arcana Chronicles series, which is a young adult fantasy series, and it's a reread for me. The new book is due out in April, the final book in this series, so I just wanted to reread the whole series before the last book comes out.
My sweetest memories bring me nothing but regret. Still I keep remembering someone that I should forget.
I was going to make flowers with this sheet and I never did.
I'm a lucky one. I'm homeward bound to watch the setting sun beside the sunset trail. Friendly flowers seem to say, good evening, wasn't it a perfect day? I nod my head and slowly wend my way beside the sunset trail. First I hear a nightingale, then I hear a whippoorwill. Someone cries, my daddy's home, as I come around the hill, just to prove how much I care for all the happiness that waits me there. I offer up a little silent prayer beside the sunset trail. moon above would hear my song of love if I were only sure of you. High on a hillside we'd hide beside a silver stream, putting each sorrow off till tomorrow while we dream. The sun would shine, the whole world would be mine if I were only sure of you.
Like ships at sea, but now you've handed them back to me. Cares fade like magic beneath your spell. It's really tragic the way I fell. My life's ambition, sweetheart, I found in you. You're just a dream come true. I try to smile and pretend all the while, but since you went away, what's the use? I try to clown just to hide every frown, but my heart seems to say, what's the use? I built each dream that I dreamed just for you. How can they ever come true? I need you more now than ever before, but you've closed heaven's door.
Okay, so this is what I came up with for my Romanceopoly tracking. So, I don't know, I just decided to do that like that because it's kind of like a book cover, like the title page, or like it looks a bit like a book plate. It's just like a chapter from some book, and that. So then for the tracking, I've just put the street name on the top, and then I can write in the book, and I can write on both sides, and then I put my current read inside there. I'm very happy I got to use some of the new paper that I got. These started to slide around inside here because it's all kind of loose, so I just have them on a paper clip there. So now I think I'll get a cup of tea, and I'll think about how I'm gonna do my fated mates tracking. I'll do a title page. Do I need any more pages for Romanceopoly? I don't think I need anything else for Romanceopoly. I can put information on this page though anyway if I need anything else for Romanceopoly, but I think that's it. So yeah, we'll make a title page for fated mates and write out the challenges. I don't want to use a huge section for that. I might even just have this as the title page and then this as the challenge page.
Understand. You'll go along, never dreaming I
love with yet. It's you, nobody else, dear. I keep remembering all the things we used to do when the world was meant for just we two. A few happy hours and then goodbye. Like yesterday's flowers, must true love die, dear? My sweetest memories bring me nothing but regret. Still I keep remembering someone that I should forget.
Okay, so we'll do a flip through of the finished pages that I was just working on, which are just my challenge pages. So I just added a sticker to that one, and I added some text here, which is in the stuff that I got this evening, and this title card for this bingo card, which is potions, and I added 2 tabs there. And on the next page I put on the numbers. And then in Romance of Lee. So I'm not sure if I already talked about this. I added in this section anyway. So I can do some more journaling there if I need to. And the same with this page, I could do more there if I wanted to. And here are all the cards for writing down what I read. And then this is my current space. So I'll just put that there. And then this is what I came up with for Fated Mates. So I just added a postcard and stamped Fated Mates on it. And I made this pocket with an envelope. Just put that on it so it has something on it. And we have this little postcard which has an index card on the back so I can write on it. And then I put this page of writing here, and this flips over, and we have the list of prompts for the Fated Mates reading challenge, and then here I can write in what I read. And that is it for the journal so far. I'm sure I'll be doing loads more to it, and we'll do another mid-year flip through, and I will probably do the monthly journal with me's for my TBRs and my wrap-ups, because it just sounds like fun, and I'm going to be doing the stuff anyway, so I might as well do a video of it. So yeah, that is it for my reading journal at the moment. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some ideas for your own journal from it. And give the video a like if you did find it beneficial, and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.